Hey people, what's up? You know what? There's the coin thing happening, San Diego Coin Fest, one day. And I'm not a coin guy because I get intimidated by the abstractness and the asymmetrical thing of it. But Bobby Nunez, who knows how to talk to me, I'm telling you, he taught me how to play Cuba Libre. I'm gonna play it tomorrow. You know what? I find it super interesting. The thing is that the engine is always the same, right? Yeah, I've heard that. They've told me, but once you don't know anything about the game or whatever, the engine is the same. So depending what subject you're interested in, the game is interesting. It's engrossing, and it's basically politics, you know, and give and take and negotiations and what you can gain for yourself. I'm going to be playing it tomorrow. I don't know, I think it's 9 o'clock California time, but real time it's 12 Dutch time. And I'm super stoked. Anyways, KilRoyWasHere, his segment will not be happening. Something's up with his internet, and we couldn't get the files. Ricardo is on vacation. Have a good time, Ricardo. And also, Matt White. I forget the name of the game, for God's sake. I'm going to be interviewing Matt White on In Conversation sometime next week. And because of the time difference, it's going to be in an afternoon thing. Or else he'd be doing it at Sunday at 5 o'clock in the morning his time. Right? He's got a new game. It's a solitaire print and play game. It's kickstarted already, if I'm not mistaken. Matt White is the artist. Check it out. I spoke to him concerning his games and publishing and all that. And that's what we're going to talk about in the interview. Anyways, that's the news. And have a good show! Greg the Animal Smith, Greg Smith that is, of the Hunters fame, is defending America, his game Defending America, and he gives us a how to play Defending America from the designer himself, right out of the horse's mouth. Is that what you say, the horse's mouth? And the wise guy from Wise Guy History checks out the deluxe edition of Fire and Movement series D-Day Quad, also Baptism by Fire. And that's it. That's about 5 videos of Baptism by Fire, number 4, 2, 3, and 2 again. KilRoyWasHere! Robert Carroll, a CSR winner, has a bit of internet trouble, so I don't know if he's going to have his segment up. But if not, I'll record myself dancing. He's unboxing of an unboxing, plus a channel update. So he's doing Coffee with Kilroy, Avalon Hill catalog. I love those little Avalon Hill catalogs. And the Battle of Ypres, or Wipers, 1915 to ... You gotta check out his channel, in Flanders Field. And he goes off the wall, I should say, goes off the shelf, with fantasy war games. And the cop that is Wayne Hansen does Recon, Soviet Dawn Deluxe Edition, a game published by Worthington Publishing, and, if I'm not mistaken, designed by Darren Leveloff. Yes, I'm right. Counterproductive Games. It's not a war game, it's not miniatures, but he can't wait to play it. He's unboxing God of War, the card game from Come On Games. God of War, this was a PlayStation only, if I'm not mistaken, a proprietary game. Sony's proprietary game. Many iterations of this. God of War, Kratos. The Phonetics Police, Stigler of Stigler for Details, checks out number 160Q, he says here, Donau front, turn 7, also turn 6 and turn 6 again. My Ontario paisan Gilbert Collins is restoring his game collection August 2021, and Lady Golf Armada in the Pacific. Legendary Tactics, again with his Twilight Struggle strategy. How do you? Puppet Governments, card by card. Then The Thunder of War, a dramatization. Also, The Captain is Dead, a digital tutorial. And Back to Grain Sales, card by card of Twilight Struggle. Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials does Explorers of the Lost World instruction and playtesting. Also, Command and Colors Tricorn. Must be Freeman's Farm. But I don't know that. You should. Check it out. It's great to see Sergeant Joe Clifford Faust. He's checking out Market Garden #1, Operation Market Garden by Little Bighorn Games. An unboxing, a playthrough, and a review. All of them together in one video. Joe Clifford Faust, ladies and gentlemen. Stephen Dolges checks out Pax Romana, Greco-Persian Wars, Turns 5. Also, Fire in the Sky, a game published by Phalanx. This is an unboxing and continues with Scenario 10, an introduction of Pax Romana. And Timmy of Harebrained Games dons his best Greg Allman lookalike with a review of Imperium Classics, also Adventure Tactics. Timmy of Harebrained Games. I like this guy, man. He's a nice guy. Hexes and Soldiers, the philosopher of war games, Jason Cruz, and a good friend of mine checks out Bosu Woods Turns 1, and also a prelude to Bosu Woods. The Hugh Hefner of war games, Wardy Robe, plays World War II. His thoughts on combat supply and corrections on, you know what, I don't even know which game. But that's the news, You gotta check out the channel. Also, 3 gamers play SCS It Never Snows Scenario 5.5. I think this is the second playthrough, or second episode, or it just says 02 because he typed it in. Counterattack. US and West German forces prepare to engage Pact forces to foil their attempt to reach the Rhine River. A battalion of Soviet T-80s with helicopter support approach, but their exhausted East German allies are nowhere to be seen. And he does a World at War 85, Storming the Gap. The Rhine, Turn 1. And the artist that is Matt White, of which I will be having a conversation with in my No Enemies Here in Conversation segment of his new game. So he does an overview of his new solitaire game, The Road Chosen, that's what it's called. He gives a video, also he has a video on how command points, check out how it works, and rules when entering a zone, and how combat works, solitaire-wise. I think this is a solitaire game. Yes, it is! It's a solitaire game. I'm just reading like crazy, and it all looks like black letters to me sometimes.
Hello everyone, this is Michel Leviathan Sorbet from the Polish YouTube channel Wojennik TV. As usual, here is the roundup of the content that I published on Wojennik TV during the last week. On Sunday I started with a top 3 video and I presented the top 3 games that I have most heavily played in July 2021 and that I mostly enjoyed. On this list I included Lepanto 1571 from ACS Edizioni, I included The King is Dead released by Osprey Games, which will be released also in a Polish version by Ogre Games, and the first place, this was a return after many years, Ardenne 1944. Ardenne 1944 was released at the beginning of the 90s by the Polish legendary company Dragon. This is obviously a game about the Ardennes offensive, about the Battle of the Bulge. I really like this game, I think it is one of the best released by Dragon, and it is a game which I replay from time to time. It is already 30 years, almost 30 years old, but I still enjoy it from time to time. On Tuesday, the video in English, and this time it was the unboxing of Age of Dogfights World War I, released by Forsage Games. I presented the unboxing of a pre-trial version, so this is not the final version which was finally released due to the Kickstarter campaign, although the majority of the components and also the rules are pretty much the same as the final version. So this is a game covering aerial dogfights during World War I. Very interesting mechanics, tons of interesting components. If you're interested by this game, you can take a look at this video and see what to expect if acquiring this game. On Wednesday, the Polish unboxing, and this time I opened the box of Undaunted North Africa. I like Undaunted Normandy. I presented this game on my channel both during a Polish and also an English review, and this time it was the opening of the English version of the second installment in the Undaunted series. This is a game which will be also released in a Polish version soon by Ogre Games, and Wojennik TV is one of the proud mediatic patrons of this release. On Friday, finally, a non-wargaming review, a review of Bukiet, released by Nasza Księgarnia. This is a small game, a roll and write game in which we will be trying to sell flowers to clients coming to our florist shop. So not a war game, but I really enjoyed it. I think it's a nice filler game. So those were the 4 games which I have covered during the last week. I hope you will have a fantastic weekend, great gaming, and see you next time.
Rough Swordsman Wargamer again! Not a Wargame Wednesday, he checks out Folklore, Fall of... What am I saying? Rough Swordsman Wargamer, open the box on Not a Wargame Wednesday. An unboxing of Fall of the Spire, an expansion for Folklore, The Affliction from Greenbrier Games. Also, open the box, VUCA Simulations, and Across the Bug River. Illuminating Rounds is doing Commander for a Day, episode 50. These guys, it's all ASL. ASL or broke. And the gents at Little Wars TV are doing a review, a rule review of General, or I should say, General d'Armée. General d'Armée. I don't know how someone who doesn't speak French will say it. General d'Armée. War and Pieces, 1846, The Race for the Midwest by Strongman, Rob Orn of Rob's Tabletop World. Hex to Hex does a Goss exploitation, plus Part 2, the finale of Counterattack, and obviously Parts 1 and an intro. Mo of Mo's Game Table is previewing 40th Panzer Corps from Chris Harding's simulation. Chris Harding was the designer of Spearpoint 1943. This was a card game that he kickstarted a while ago. If you can get it, get it. Marco Omnigamer reviews The Dark Summer, a game designed by Ted Racer, and also Soviet Dawn Deluxe review by Worthington Publishing. And my Italian brother Riccardo Mazzini is with Scipio News. All the news on Scipio on Discord from creators of Italian designed war games, or Italian designed war games. Designers from Italy who design Italian war games. Boy, that was hard. Combat board games on Guilty Pleasure game. Test of Fire Bull Run 1861 by Martin Wallace. Published by Mayfair Games. Tin Portnoy of Bare Bones Wargaming has a slew of 4 videos. Bare Bones is Wargaming Arnhem 44, the operation, ... Check it out on his channel. I can't divulge everything, then you wouldn't watch the channel. Also, Bare Bones is checking Arnhem 44, the operation, again. And he's unboxing RAF Deluxe by John Butterfield and unboxing Arnhem 44. On the big board, Kevin has a quick update for us, plus main battle tanks, British Army of the Rhine, Part 8. Mod, makes me think of the Mod Squad. Remember the Mod Squad? Dr. Cody Carlson of The Discriminating Gamer checks out Worthington Publishing's The Battle of the Bulge. Actually, it's called 1944 Battle of the Bulge, not the. So if you put the in BGG, you're lost. The Lights, The Voice, Seek Out and Play, tells us how to play Field Commander Napoleon. Also, how to play Warfighter. He's checking out the keywords, and that's like a player's aid in Warfighter. It's pretty smart.
Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to the Centurions Review, the punk rock band of wargame review institutions. This week, everything we did was Avalon Hill related. We did a review of Victory in the Pacific. It's a really low complexity game covering the entire Pacific War. It's actually quite fun, even though it's such a simple game. And then we did Wargame Chat number 20, where we discussed the questions we're most frequently asked. Some of them are pretty interesting. And then we did a first look at Avalon Hill D-Day. Looks like the lowest complexity D-Day game you could buy, but hopefully it turns out to be fun. And then last we did Avalon Hill Africa Corps. We did a first look at that. This looks really simple. The rulebook's only like 4 pages, and there's not that many counters. However, it's got a really long map. It looks really cool. I'm definitely going to try this one soon. Thanks for watching, and have a good evening.
And the man famously known as Calandale, Enrico Viglino, is giving us a goodbye ceremony, plus Serbian against Sturbian. I'll never get that right. World War II Solitaire Board Game Channel is unboxing the ship that would not die, USS Lafay. And the Player's Aid are unboxing Storm Above the Reich from GMT Games by Jeremy White. Also, they're reviewing A Few Acres of Snow from Tree Frog Games. And Artie of ARDWULF'S LAIR is slacking off. Well, he's got 2 videos out on everything you wanted to know about war games but were afraid to ask. I was in there, and we talk about tactical games. Well, we hint at tactical games. And next week it'll be strategic games. Also, on ARDWULF'S LAIR's channel, counterclipping lifestyle war games. This was a live video, I should say. Live stream thingy. And the Grognard 2020 voted by you on No Enemies Here, Jim Ozarski is doing the Battle of Abu Klea for Black Powder 2, and also Gettysburg Day 3 for Altar of Freedom, and Falling Back for Chain of Command. The Russian Night Witches of World War II is on Wars of the World. Well, they were night witches. Not to the Russians, that is. Hey. And Compass Games, John Krantz and Bill Thomas was live with Compass Games Town Hall episode 27. And the unimitable, if you can say that, STUKAJOE does Compass Games Brotherhood and Unity. This is the war in Bosnia and Herzegovina in 1992 to 1995. Man, I remember checking this out live on television when the Civil War was happening. I mean, if you can call it a civil war, because man, that was heavy. Anyways, this is a game designed by Tomislav Čipicic. I'm sorry, Tom, I'm sorry. And Lock and Load Publishing is on a tear with Point Blank boot camps. Check it out. I mean, they put out like 2 million videos. You want to learn boot camp? I mean, you want to learn Point Blank? Check out the boot camp. You know, I had the opportunity at the last WBC before the plague, and I met with Sean Drulinger, the designer of Point Blank, and well, I was there a week, so we hung around. And I saw Point Blank like, man, let me tell you something. And Lock and Load's gonna do a wicked production on this. Come on. And the Kiwi that is Rough Swordsman's Wargamer. Swordsman, not swordsman's. Anyways, he's learning to play Atlantic Chase from GMT, that is published by GMT and designed by Jeremy White. 3-Minute Board Games goes through BGG's top 25 games of 2007 to 2021 visualized. And the Board Game Chronicles are video unboxing successors, 4th edition a game, published by Phalanx Games. Kurt of ID Jester is doing a live unboxing of D-Day Dice 2nd edition, plus Legends and Spoils of War expansion, a game designed by Emmanuel Arcane. Say that, Kurt!
Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to the Centurions Review, the punk rock band of wargame review institutions. This week, everything we did was Avalon Hill related. We did a review of Victory in the Pacific. It's a really low complexity game covering the entire Pacific War. It's actually quite fun, even though it's such a simple game. And then we did War Game Chat number 20, where we discussed the questions we're most frequently asked. Some of them are pretty interesting. And then we did a first look at Avalon Hill D-Day. Looks like the lowest complexity D-Day game you could buy, but hopefully it turns out to be fun. And then last we did Avalon Hill Africa Corps. We did a first look at that. This looks really simple. The rulebook's only like 4 pages, and there's not that many counters. However, it's got a really long map. It looks really cool. I'm definitely going to try this one soon. Thanks for watching, and have a good evening.
Another week, another show. Please like and subscribe. And if you can, support the show. I want to say something. I've had some help from, mental help by guys like Mark Wilson and Gilbert Tostevin and Tim and Carl Kretter and STUKAJOE and Bobby Nunez, they've helped me a lot, and I really appreciate it. I never would have gotten that help had I not been doing this and met all these new people. And it's great. I think it's great. I know. That's what I wanted to say. Hey, have a great weekend. And whoever's on vacation, have a great vacation. KilRoyWasHere, have a good vacation. Stop stressing out, right? Don't forget the CSRs are going to be happening. They're going to be happening on this channel. And I don't know the exact date, but I'm shooting for, okay, because I have to edit this, November 11th, Remembrance Day. There's a connection there, right? So, yeah, everybody's screaming, no, November 11th. Shut up. You edit it. Anyways, guys, thanks. Have a great weekend. And I'll be talking to you soon. And if anybody smokes a pipe, get in touch with me. Because we got the Fokker Circus. That's right. That's my pipe club. The Fokker Circus. So we're the Fokkers. Right? Check it out. Give me a call. We'll have a pipe together. Yeah, I know. That's all I know. Have a good weekend.